Have you thought about going back to corporate America in your 50s after being home for decades with your kids, or maybe working just a part-time job that wasn't very demanding? Well, I did. And I had been thinking about it for a couple of years before I actually put the wheels into motion. But when my kids started entering high school, I started thinking to myself, what am I going to do? I'm going to go back to work. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the top 5 reasons why I decided to go back to corporate America in my 50s. So I wrote up a couple of cards because I didn't want to forget to tell you guys anything. So reason number 5 of why I decided to go back to corporate America in my 50s was because I really wanted a challenge. I really wanted to do something that worked my brain. After being home with kids for a long time and then just working a part-time job, I just felt like my brain was turning to mush. And I wanted to do something that scared me. I wanted to do something that challenged me. And I wanted to do something that I felt was hard, because I wanted to feel good about myself. And that I don't think that not working or being a stay-at-home mom isn't rewarding. I think it's rewarding, but I just wanted to do something for me. So that is reason number 5 why I decided to go back to corporate America in my 50s. Reason number 4 why I decided to go back to corporate America in my 50s was for social reasons. I realized that for the last 15 years, most of my social interactions were with moms who had kids the same age as my kids. And a lot of them didn't know me before I had kids. And even my girlfriends that knew me before I had kids the same age as my kids. And so there's something that's nice about that there's like this collective, but then I wanted just a totally different experience. I wanted to go back to work. I wanted to meet people in their 30s, and I wanted to learn from them, and I wanted to know what they're doing. And I wanted to work with people who were the same age as me, but who weren't stay-at-home moms, who maybe they worked all the way through their kids' young years. I just wanted a different social experience. I wanted to meet other people. And that's reason number 4 why I wanted to go back to corporate America in my 50s. Okay, now it's time to get real. Reason number 3 why I wanted to go back to corporate America in my 50s, or why I wanted to get a full-time job and go back to work, quite frankly, is because things are getting really, really expensive, and I was getting nervous. The prices just kept going up and up and up, and our accounts were becoming more and more strained and drained. And I just wanted to bring some more money into the house because I need that to feel safe and secure. I needed to do it. And so that's reason number 3, an honest reason of why I wanted to go back to corporate America in my 50s. Reason number 2 why I wanted to go back to corporate America in my 50s. Okay, this is honest. 50 is not old. 50 is young. I wanted to go back to work. My kids were going into high school and they would be going to college. And what was I going to do? What was I going to do? Go for walks? Play pickleball? Not that there's anything wrong with pickleball, ladies, but I couldn't imagine not doing anything for the next 10 or 15 or however many years that were in front of me. I didn't want to stay home. I wanted to do something. I wanted to get up, get dressed, get ready, and go to work. I wanted to do that. I wanted to do that for me. Okay, so if you stuck around to the end of the video, you stuck around for the good stuff. And this is reason number 1 of why I wanted to go back to corporate America in my 50s. And it is called catch-up contributions. I wanted to invest in a 401k for as many years as I had in front of me. catch-up contributions are for people who are over 50. So I wrote this down. In 2022, when I went back, the catch-up contributions were 27,000 max. So you could invest 27,000 in your 401k. For people under 50, they could only invest 20,500 that year. And this year, 2025, if you're over 50, you can invest $31,000 a year in your 401k. So that's not only $31,000 that you can invest and save, but also your taxes get reduced by $31,000. And each person can do that. So if you're married, each of you can contribute $31,000 in 2025 to your 401k. And I think that that's pretty amazing. Now, I am going to admit it's not easy to put that kind of money away. Life is expensive. But if you can do it, or if you can get close, it is something that I would say make it a goal. Make it a goal to get there. And that is my number one reason for wanting to go back to corporate America in my 50s. Not just the catch-up contributions, but I really did want to have my own 401k and get as much money socked away in there as I possibly could. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear your experience. If you have kids or don't have kids, if you were a stay-at-home mom and went back to work, or if you weren't a stay-at-home mom and you worked all the way through, I'd just love to hear and share everybody's experiences, because this is an interesting time of life. Some of us still have kids in high school. I have a son who's a senior, and some of us have kids in college, and some of us have grandkids. So some of us are retiring so that we can spend more time with the grandkids, and some of us are just getting back into the workforce. So wherever you are in the journey, I'd love to hear from you. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.